Who are ya?
I'm Christopher David Fornan.
Otherwise known as?
Chico, Yhico, Freako, whatever the hell everyone wants to call me. If you're Q, Cheeto.
Alright, what's the current date?
It's the 15th of July, 2026.
2026,
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'll be 25 this year.
Good news, Halloween baby.
Halloween, baby. There's like 3 of us. Well, there's more of us in my mom's side of the family that are Halloween babies, but there was 3 of us growing up. It was me, my uncle, my aunt. We always shared the same birthday. It's cool as hell.
That is pretty sick. Alright, let's start with expression. How do you express yourself?
I like to be as real as I can. I like to be like, if I'm like expressing like sadness, I'm going to express it truly. If I'm expressing happiness, I'm going to express it truly. At least try to. And try not to do it like explosively so that I don't like, you know what I mean? I'm like very, I don't know the word, but I got a lot of energy behind me and some people don't know how to handle that. So I got to like throw it out there correctly. You know what I mean? I like to dance. I like physics and science and engineering. I like music. I like what we're doing right now. Like I like talking and like psychological. I do a lot of random stuff. My brain goes a million miles per hour, so like I have to like feed it. You know what I mean? I'm constantly doing stuff.
You like forms of expression.
Say that again?
You like forms of expression.
Yeah, like I like being able to like understand like what it is to be alive and to be alive. Like I like to know what it is and do it.
What is dance mania?
It's like, for me, I guess it's always been like a way to like really like use my energy or like harness it. It's like dance is low-key everything to me. Like it's not my entire life and what I do, but like it's a part of my life and it's saved me too many times for me to ever deny it or like be like let go of it truly. So I just kind of do it the way I do it and have fun with it. Like I feel like that's what dance is just kind of like rocking and rolling. You know what I mean?
When did you start to dance?
Young, like really young. I guess like as a baby I liked music or some shit. My mom always said like when I watched 8 Mile I'd be in my diaper bopping at the TV. And then like as I got older, my sister Talia would like, she'd listen to numerous R&B artists or like pop artists or whatever, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson. And it just kind of like, I don't know, they influence you, you know what I mean? Like if you got the right like eye for it, like it was influencing. You're like, yo, they're like turned. Like they're living different, they're doing it different. Like it was cool to see them like growing up. So I wanted to be like them a little bit. And then I just kind of like started dancing on my own at the house, like when I'd be with Talia and that music would be on. And then after a while, I met my best friend, my brother James, and he was dancing at that point already and just kind of like folded me in eventually when he found out like I liked it and was like, well, why don't you come try? And that's when I went to Pittsburgh Heat with him and met a lot of like my mentors or like styles, like my sauce or like character or whatever. Like a lot of that happened there. Shout out Maria, the GOAT. Shout out Level Up Studios too.
Does dance mean the same thing to you now as it did before?
Nah, the meaning of it changed a lot. Like it changed so many times due to like not only myself but other people. Like when I was at Kappa, like that experience ruined it for me a lot. Like it wasn't even being like in tights, like doing ballet and whatnot like that. Like I low-key got past that. It was just the way people treated you and things that happened. It was like, yo, I'm not dealing with this. And I already had too much going on at that time with my dad and everything. I was like, nah. So I let go of dance for a long time. And like I just like, I hated it for a little bit. I despised like the system, the people. I despised like just like whatever the art community, like I don't want to say art, but like performing arts, like I just hated like everything that it was for a moment. But after like I grew up and like I found it again, and then like I started to realize a lot of things. I was like, it was never like really like the art or like the arts. It was just the people that was around then. And like I found it for myself again in my own way, and like I enjoy it now. And like I do it for me. But like in doing it for me, I've learned that like it helped other people because they see me get up through everything I go through and like dance, and they're like, yo, you're like still lit to this day, like, and they see me like expressing myself, and it like helps them. So it's like I can't really not do it like anymore. Like it's really just a part of my life forever. I feel like it always will be until like I can't move, you know?
Do you feel like it makes you believe in yourself more?
Mm-hmm. Gave me more confidence in my life, like so many times. Like any dancer will tell you this, as you like go through it, like, you know, shout out Funk, like we were talking about this the one time about our one friend, like people like, for example, like males, like they be like afraid to touch on the feminine side of like doing it, but like you got to. And like you also have to like respect that masculine side and like play that role too if you're more feminine than masculine, you know what I mean? And yeah, like it's really, you know what I mean? You gotta like figure it out, and like when you're figuring it out, it gives you so much confidence because you're like, oh, okay, so it's not like this or that, like it's just, you gotta just do it and have fun. You gotta really just like believe and like let it rock, and you'll surprise yourself.
Besides dance, as an adult, have you found yourself believing in anything besides yourself?
The right people for surely. And then if not the right people, most definitely reality. Like if there's one thing you can count on nature to be nature, and you can count on everything to go the way that it's going to go, because it is what it is, not what we want. And that's, I think, a big problem with what we are as people. But, you know,
Who are some people you believe in?
you, Jesse, James, my cousin Bill. There's a lot of people, too many people to name, and I could go on for days, for years, forever, but, you know, there's so many people in my life that have like helped me. Like the sentence I hate the most, like it's a pet peeve for me, is I did it by myself. I'll do it by myself. I can just, you know what I mean? Like by myself. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, let's be fucking serious. Name one person in history who did it by themselves. Let's be fucking serious. You know what I mean? Like, it just fucking sends me.
You named Jesse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to bring up the bulldog.
Yeah.
How you got there, how you feel about it.
How I got there is like the funniest shit. So I lost my job at Industry Public House because I crashed out on management. It wasn't really all the managers. It was like a mix of the employees, the owners, and some of the managers. You know, shout out a few of the managers there for being like who they are. They're still there, and they're the reason that place probably stands till this day. But our friend Jacoby ended up getting me a job at the pub. He lied to Jesse. Really pissed me off though, because it put me in a position. And he was like, yeah, he has cooking experience. I was like, why would you say that? Like, why would you do that? And then somehow, you know, a few years later, here I am back at the house manager, and like Jesse is like Robin, I guess, to his Batman, and just fucking having the time of my life, low-key, getting to experience something that most people won't get to experience, and that's having a good job, like a job that you can enjoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the bulldog's lit. We all have that shared experience too through the bulldog. And going back to believing in something bigger than yourself or besides Christ, Spirit, God. Do you have any words for the believers or non-believers?
For the believers, trust that like feeling. Sometimes you can't see the shit, sometimes you can't hear the shit, but you always feel the shit. And like, be it like God itself, or like a different type of like being or apparition or whatever else, like you'll feel it. And like, to the non-believers, you're just like disconnected. It's not even a question of belief. I think it is the idea of beliefs that hold people back from what it really is. I think that's where everyone fails. I really do.
I want to bring up, we talked about some of the people. I want to bring back your animals.
Yeah. So like,
Name drop them, talk a little bit about them.
growing up here, like My family had numerous dogs, but at one point we had like a pack of dogs. It just transpired, like it just really happened that way. I don't even know how to describe it. But like at one point I think we had 8 or 9 dogs max here. Like even in like this yard, like this house, like this is where we was, and like this is just had a pack of like cane corsos, pit bulls, ABCDFG running around. It was an experience.
9.
And
of them.
9 of them, like
9 cane corsos in a crib.
like 8 or 9. I can't really remember at the time. Like and like between the litters and how many puppies, you know, like I even have one of the puppies from the litters at my house, Capone. He's a fucking nut job, but he keeps me on my toes. They always say you get like the right dog at the right time. You know what I mean? To like balance each other out. So I think we do pretty good at that. And if not, we do pretty fucking great at unbalancing each other.
Mm-hmm.
So.
There you go. All right, I'm gonna throw a quick one at you. How do you deal with stress and struggles, and why do you think that has an effect on you having a big heart comparative to others?
Yeah, I mean, my big heart, I think, compared to others, is like a lucky gamble in life, and it's one of the hardest things to do is to hold on to your heart and to hold on to the idea of hope. Dealing with like stress problems, ABCDOG, I could jokingly say substance abuse, but like people don't really understand like how to use substance in a controlled way. Like people get like, think about everyone, like, you know, people we know or like people around, they get drunk, they don't know how to stop. They get high, they don't know how to stop. And then like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm not gonna like suggest that, but the one thing I will suggest is like really facing it. Like really looking at your problems and these people or whatever it is, and like really knowing what it is and figuring it out. Like, okay, can I deal with this or no? You know, and that leads to like a yes or no. And then from the no, it's, well, there's nothing I can do. And from the yes, it's something I can do, and you do it. Like, I think it's simple. It's as simple as that. But it's also not that simple because, like, you're a human being. It takes a lot, but you got to fight. You got to fight or you're going to break, you're going to fall. And you don't want to break or fall. You don't want to do that. I've seen too many people break or fall.
Yeah. Rolling off of having a big heart, how do you feel about love, and what do you think love is? And what is it to you?
I think there's really 2 things that change everything, everywhere. And this traces back to like the idea that I have of the cycle, and it like correlates with like the macro microcosms and like as above so below and yin yang. Like love and death change everything, and I think it's only love and death that change everything, really. Like I think it's light and dark. Like I think also like love and death are mainly described in the form of human beliefs and constructs. I think it's taken us a long time to even figure out what they are to this degree. I don't think we'll ever truly understand either, even if we do. Like, I don't think that's truly possible, but I think love is important, and you got to find people who know how to love you the way you need to be loved. Everything is like requires a different type of love, be it a plant, an animal. Everything requires a different type of tending. Tend to what you can properly or are able to, and make sure that what tends to you is doing it correctly. Don't like spurt your growth. Don't do that. Just don't do that.
Well said. That was beautiful too. To be honest.
Thank you. Thank you. This is gonna be a funny ass clip. The fuck's going on? They're coming to torch. They're coming to torch us.
Yeah. Like.
Like.
What does the future mean to you?
Well, I guess like we should double back like to like the asperations, ghost, God things before we even touch future, because like in some cases, you know, what people will say about me is that I'm fucking crazy, and some people will say I'm gifted or something like that. But I really don't know what to call it. Sometimes I feel like I'm crazy myself because it's hard to believe. But, you know, I've experienced like what people call the extraordinary so much that it's not the extraordinary to me. Like, it's just natural. Like, in this house, other houses, buildings, like I said, we've experienced like numerous like ghosts or beings, or like, for me, like I've literally like slipped out of time like numerous times, and I've seen like not only the past but the future, and I've seen things play out in the present. I know for a fact that time is all at once. So somehow, some way, everything's bleeding into each other. And I think that has something to do with how like I perceive the past, present, and future, because I don't know, I'm aware of that, I guess, or like past me and like future me are aware of it. But I think the future is set. I think the future is safe. I think because of human constructs and beliefs that, you know, people always fear the end. They always like talk about the end. And it's like, I just don't see it. I don't understand it. Like, life finds a way. We've made it this far. I think we're gonna make it a lot farther. And I don't think, and this is gonna keep getting proven over time, like come back and double check this like in the future, but they keep saying the universe's age changes.
Yeah.
The problem is, the universe doesn't have an age. It doesn't. The only thing there ever will be is this. There's no such thing as nothing anywhere. This right here, that's not like, nothing is not something that's possible. So what's left is existence. What's left is the fabric of reality. There's always gonna be something here. Be it us, another world, another being, another dimension. There's gonna be something. And like I said, I think the future is set and safe, and I think everything's always like, everything goes the way it's supposed to. And I can name hundreds of thousands of evidence, facts, you know, but we'll save that for the future when we dive deeper. But
so we've talked about the cycle, dance, bulldog, some of the supernatural, your motivations, where you came from, if we did. You came from Lawrenceville.
yeah, I do.
Lawrenceville.
Yeah, not this. Yeah, whatever's going on here is not the same as what I grew up in. What I grew up in was a lot different, but it wasn't the worst shit either. But it wasn't the best shit. I mean, I think it was the most real experience you could have. I mean, my family was wild. Like, my dad's side is all like service members or like religious people, and then like my mom's side is like ghetto people and like fucking witches or whatever the hell's going on. I don't fucking know. Like, I do, but I don't. You know, I'm not gonna dive too deep, but
that's another video.
Yeah.
The family tree.
Yeah, the lore there, that's a whole different.
I'm gonna throw some words at you, and just you don't have to make any sense of them.
Yeah.
But they kind of have something to do with everything.
Yeah.
The cycle, dance, supernatural, motivation, Lawrenceville, Call of Duty, Kappa, confrontation, friendship, family, 115, and the Grays. Did any catch your ear more than others that you feel like we haven't talked about?
I feel like we'll leave too much of a cliffhanger if we don't dive in on like the cycle and like 115. Yeah, like everything, even beyond us too. Everything you guys do is going to resort right back to this and what we know and call God. You can't escape this loop, and you can't escape the flow. Things happen. They're hard to believe. Some are what you call extraordinary, but they happen. Like I said, on my dad's side, a lot of service members. He was like recon force, and I think like did some like shit with the CIA or some shit. I'm not gonna like dive too deep into it, but like in the midst of like wondering if I'm losing my mind or not, you know, I get a call the one time from my friend Dawson. He's like, "You gotta check this shit out," and it's on Call of Duty. And as a kid, my dad always told me like, pay attention to the messages in media. He goes, they're talking to you, and like over time, like Black Ops, the series, like it is an indoctrination program at its finest. I mean, the things that they tell you and show you, a lot of that shit is real. Element 115, you know, Bob Lazar, ABCDFG. I mean, you could search these things up and you can find the trail. Like my dad told me, the trail is the blood, the money, the guns. Like, you follow it, you'll find it. And, you know, the shit that goes on is crazy. And it's fucked up that, like, the things that go on is, like, what's allowed. Like, when they could change everything in a heartbeat. As far as the Greys, they're not, like, what you people call, like, aliens. Like, yeah, there's a few type of beings like that, but most of them are just humans that got caught in a conflict that's almost inevitable in all time streams. Like, you just can't, they're here. They're just invaders. It's kind of funny because, like, you know, it's what people called them back in the day, but they are invaders. I mean, they don't belong here, like, respectfully. Like, I know that sounds fucked up. It's not no, like, alien racist thing, but, like, they're not even alien. They're people who are breaking the laws of reality and causing problems for us. And, you know, fuck Israel, fuck America, fuck all these governments, fuck every religion on this planet. I'm about to dive deep. But they're liars. They're liars. There's monoliths on the moon and Mars. There's bases on the moon and Mars. This is all shit that you can find and prove. And it's ridiculous out here, like the way that they force us to live and the things that they allow to happen. It's a theater. It's a show. It's been this way since fucking the Revolutionary War. Well, long before. It's been like this since the Sumerian times with Enki and Enlil. It's always been this Satan versus God, left versus right. It's going to be the same loop forever because that's all it is. That's all it will ever be, is the balance of positive and negative. You can't escape it. It's what makes you.
I want to roll this into the manifest part of the interview. I want to ask, I know we could probably keep talking.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about some things maybe that you want to manifest and some things that I want to manifest for you.
Yeah. Let's do it.
The more you speak, the more clear you become. And I think your voice is your most powerful weapon.
It always has been.
And I think for manifestation purposes, the Cycle podcast needs to...
It needs to happen.
Exist, you know? It's not an easy thing to get up and push a thing, but I know...
Hell no. And I'm also juggling so many different things at once. Like, besides, like, the Cycle podcast, like, the whole thing behind the Cycle was never supposed to be a podcast. It was supposed to be, like, a take on Einstein's theory of everything. It was supposed to complete what he couldn't. Because, like, if you, like, look into it, right, Einstein couldn't accept, like, the difference between, like, I think it was, like, the God of, like, Christianity and the God of Spinoza. And, like, one is, like, you know, you have God and man in that whole story. And then the God of Spinoza is more like a force of, like, nature almost. You know what I mean? Like, but I think it's a good mix of both as always. Everything is both. And, like, it's weird to say that, but, like, in, like, the words of Oppenheimer, like, it really can be both. Like, you know? So, I think some way, somehow, maybe man figured out how to play God, but they'll never be God. And yeah, I think something else is going on there.
I think besides your voice, your intellect is definitely a threat.
It's a threat.
And
not only to others,
good and bad.
Not only to others, but myself. Yeah.
To see what it is. And I think you have the chance to translate to the masses your thoughts and perspectives, and I think they could do a lot for a lot of people.
They could.
They could, you know, some people could take it the right way, some people could take it the wrong way. Unfortunately, fortunately.
I mean, you've witnessed it. You've witnessed people take it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But to end off, I have 3 more questions. Are you healing? Or do you feel stuck?
Stuck. I'm losing it. But I'm also finding it. It's fucked.
You gotta get lost sometimes, though, Ben.
Yep, you got to. I don't know.
It's a beautiful part of life.
With everything that goes on in my life, I just don't know anymore at this point. I don't know about some people. I don't know about some things. And I don't even know about myself. With everything that's happened, I mean, people who know, people who don't. But, like, I don't even know myself. I don't even know, like, you know?
It's okay. Transmutation, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. too many things like that I experience make me feel like I'm more than who I think I am. Like, I'm not just Christopher David Farnan. Like, the more I follow the trail, I'm like, man, I don't even know.
The version of you wants to come out, though. You know
It
what I
does.
mean? And it's going to get out. It's just a matter of time.
Like I said,
Finding the path.
I think the future me is somewhere ahead, pulling it. Like, every time, like, me and you were talking about this the other day, like, how, like, Interstellar, like the ghosts in the walls, you know what I mean? And, I, like, with all the, like, videos that I have from the ghost in my room, or, like, whatever, and the things that happen here in my house or my family and my life, it's like, sometimes I wonder if it's just me. I wonder if it's just me guiding myself to the point that is inevitable, just like everything else does. You can't escape yourself. And I just, I'm trying to really figure out what myself is so that, like, if I'm not going to escape it, I can, like, be it. You know what I mean? So.
Do you feel like you're driving your life? And what are some goals that you have? And above that, what are some dreams that you have? And if that's a big question, you know what I mean? It's not the easiest to answer.
I don't know if I'm driving my life, but I know compared to others, I've lucked out and have the ability to do what I want more with my life than others. And a lot of that comes from my voice, my intellect, and me being a threat. And if you want to live the way you got to do, like I tell people all the time, like before this world or society or whatever's going on, people did it without degrees. The smartest people you know did it without degrees. They've made what people call nothing into something, like without, like, you know what I mean? So with the experiences I have, I don't know if I'm driving myself, and like my goals and dreams are just to help people on this planet. Like, it's one people, it's one planet. Your religions, your races, your regions is the holy trinity of retardation. Like, that shit is stupid as fuck. You guys are fighting over invisible things when you're all blood and bone. You're all on the same goddamn rock. Get over yourselves.
Two more things. Where do you see yourself in a year?
In a year? Whew. I could be anywhere. Like, literally anywhere.
Unbound.
Unbound. I could be... I think Stephen Hawking said this, like, you can never really, like, leave, like... It's like, if, like, the way I describe this is, like, you know, like, when you leave Earth, like, you're not, like, really, like, leaving, like, the universe or the planet. Like, you're just, like, going into, like, the next frontier. It's, like, the same thing, like, leaving, like... I could literally be in a different space and time with my intellect in the next year, or I could be in jail. You never know.
Very true.
But we're going to see how it goes, and I'm going to just keep trusting the path and the people I'm with right now, and we're going to see where it takes us, and I guess in a year we'll find out.
Keep speaking the truth.
Yeah.
And one final question. Who are you?
The GOAT. I'm literally the GOAT. I don't know how. I don't even know why, but I lucked out. Me being me, Chico, Christopher, whatever. I mean, everyone who experienced me, like, they know the effect that I bring. And if I can figure out a way to do that globally, it's over.
One day. Last thing, acapella now. I see the shirt. Any deceased you want to
Yeah, I mean,
bring up, reference, shout out?
out of the dog pack, you know, Fira, Pinhead, shout out them. They died recently, so, like, you know, that was the L, my granddad. On my shirt, this is for Louis. If you're from Lawrenceville, like the OG Lawrenceville, you know what it is. You know what I mean? You know how it goes. I think he was one of the most, like, prime examples of, like I said, like, if you can't face it, like, you're gonna fall. I think he, like, lived, like, a true life. Like, even though he fucked up, I think that was true. And he did care and love. He was a different type of person. I mean, he was fucking insane. You know, for everyone who knows, I need my bready chops, you know? Like, I need them. Some bullshit like that, bro.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I mean, besides like the people I've lost too many people in my life to keep track, or animals. Shout out all the deceased. I mean, it's never over. It never ends. Like I said, there's no such thing as nothing. What's left is existence. Have faith that your soul is somewhere else and doing something else, because it got to. It got to. There's no other chance or option. They got to do something. So it's better than nothing. And I think that's a good, like, that keeps me going. It gives me some hope that, like, this little life that I lucked out on, maybe, like, I can hold on to it once it's done. And I'm on to the next, or whatever the fuck it is. I hope so.
Keep speaking the truth. But in this interview, if you could summarize it in 3 words, and this is the last question, and then signing off.
Summarize it in 3 words. Trying it out.
Trying it out. I like that.
I mean, that's really what it is.
Mine was a little closer. I like that.
I like that. That's fire.
That's
Respect.
That's gonna be the name of it.
But yeah, man. I think I'm still learning a lot of things. I'm trying to figure out how to convey these things and explain these things. It's not something that like is going to be forced on anybody. The things that I speak about or know or believe, it's like gravity. You can defy it, but you cannot deny it. It's there. So hopefully one day I can help people the way I've helped people already, and do it on a planet scale, and like maybe push us a little bit further and make some progress on this goddamn rock. But we'll see how it goes.
Peace. I am.